Betty stood at the airport, gazing up at the Los Angeles sky. This time, she had come to stay with her aunt, who had extensive connections in Hollywood, because her dream of becoming a star might finally come true with her aunt's help. Strangely enough, she had met an elderly couple on the plane, and after they warmly said goodbye to her, they turned to get into their car with an eerily unsettling smile. Meanwhile, Betty arrived at her aunt's villa, only to discover that her aunt had left town on business. The only person there was an old housekeeper named Coco. After settling in, Betty couldn't contain her excitement and began exploring the place. The moment she opened the bathroom door, she found a stranger inside. Without giving it much thought, Betty assumed Rita was a guest of her aunt's and politely greeted her. But soon, something seemed off. Rita slept far too much, and when Betty called her aunt to check, her aunt said she had no idea who Rita was. Betty immediately confronted her, but to her surprise, Rita suddenly burst into tears. She explained that she had lost her memory in a car accident and couldn't even remember who she was. She begged Betty to let her stay. Betty felt sorry for her and decided to see if she could help. She opened Rita's purse, hoping to find some form of identification, but all she found was a stack of cash and a mysterious blue key with no apparent purpose. This didn't seem like what a normal person would carry around. It looked more like something meant for a secret transaction, but instead of being alarmed, Betty found herself intrigued. Having always dreamed of stardom, she felt like she had stumbled into the plot of a movie. Rather than kicking Rita out, she began helping her piece together her memories. Eventually, under Betty's guidance, Rita seemed to recall something. Mulholland Drive. Perhaps that was where she had lost her memory. Excited by this lead, Betty rushed to a payphone and called the police to ask if there had been a car accident on Mulholland Drive the night before. When they confirmed there had been, she tried to get more details, but strangely, the officer hung up on her. The two women, both hungry, stopped at a nearby diner to grab a bite, but as the waitress served them, Rita kept staring at her name tag. Betty noticed her strange expression and quickly took her back home. The name on the waitress's tag had struck a chord with Rita. They hurried to flip through the phone book and found contact information for someone named Diane, but when they called, no one answered. Still, the voice on the answering machine sounded familiar to Rita. She figured that even if Diane wasn't her, she might be her roommate. They decided to go to Diane's place the next day. Just then, there was a knock at the door. When they opened it, an unfamiliar old woman stood before them.